that vertical movement, seeing a little bit of bracing on the heel edge. So just think about being supple and being able to move up and down a little bit more effectively. But it's pretty firm conditions, eh? Yeah. And I haven't heard any major chatter. Last time we come down here, there was quite a lot of chatter. Other thing, just to think about, remember that kind of patience for that flat base sometimes we talked about earlier on in the week? Watch me right down here and look if you can see where I flatten out my base and then engage that next edge. I've forgotten already, to be fair. What we're doing.
Medium slided turns with increased vertical up and downwards. You understand or no?
It's definitely warmed up though. Can anyone else notice? Yeah. Hey. I was quite patient and I was quite slow in the way that I turned. But even though I was quite slow in the way that I turned, I didn't necessarily start generating a lot of speed. It was kind of nice and consistent the whole way down. The reason being, like I said earlier, as soon as I've got on that downhill edge, I've now got something to brace against and hold myself against all the way through the turn. If we're a little bit hesitant or scared of terrain or just feeling intimidated by terrain because we don't have enough speed or whatever else, to be able to get on that edge early, we end up having to point the board down the hill more before we can get on that edge. And by the time we've started to feel that feeling of something to brace against, we've already finished the turn. So we never really got the benefit of it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Nice. So it's just a case of, get on the next pitch. Let's just think about getting on that edge nice and early, just by smoothly transitioning across, feeling that board go flat as we move on to the downhill edge. Then you should feel that you can just brace your whole body against that board throughout the turn. Anyone know what I mean by that feeling of just kind of bracing against it? The same feeling of pointing the board down the hill earlier, turning it onto the edge, trying to stop as quickly as possible. You feel a little bit of force build up in the snowboard. It's that same kind of sensation as you're going through my turn. So down here, where I think about more of those kind of medium, intermediate sliding turns, I want to film you guys again because I reckon even you guys will be like, okay, yeah, there's a big difference there for me. So let's do a little bit of that. Your board's got a lot of rocker on it.
Yeah, it's a beginner board, it's a heap shit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. If you go above 20 miles an hour, it just goes like that. It's great.
Look at this savage. Come on then, let's go.
What are we focusing on?
It's medium slided turns with increased vertical movement, up and down.
See, when I watched him, I thought he was hitting his edge really late. Yeah, I thought that was
myself centered on my snowboard by gently pushing my arm, resisting that rotation of the upper body, showcasing that vertical movement.
Ooh.
And as I'm going down here, look for those core competencies in my riding. Can you see me steering with the lower body? Can you see me centered and mobile? Can you see me balanced along the working edge, etc.? So, here we go. I'm surprised they do it all like off his phone. I'm surprised he doesn't have like a separate.
They can link it up to that TV in the bar we're in.
I can't see him at all. So I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd say stick out to the right side.
Unless you're feeling shit, go down the left and you'll just say it's really good.
Yeah.
Look, see this edge here? Doesn't it look like it's been cut by a blind person? Look.
Yeah. Is that the board you used in the dome then?
This was my old board. I just brought it with me in case my new board got hurt. And I guess it was a good idea because you can do whatever you want to this board. It's back. I mean, ideally, don't take out my bindings would be good. Yeah, get you're next. Use the trees, just like Predator.
Huh?
It was a joke. Never mind. Carry on.
I'll probably wait until Iggy gets to that post over there.
Yeah. That's good. Just went on the back foot. Go on, there you go. Back.
What's the difference?
Do you want me to go down?
Yeah, if you guys want to go down, you can all go down and watch me do it down towards you guys as well. But if someone films it, you drop that in the group chat as well. It's just a nice comparison.
Where on the turn do we start the downward motion?
Oh, down there.
As soon as you got edge,
Follow me.
just start creating.
So it can be up here.
moving down. So as soon as you roll onto that new edge, you know that edge is engaged, you're just going to start moving down onto the board.
Okay.
Once you've kind of finished your turn, you should be in the kind of most downward position. So you start moving up as you traverse across, and as you reach your maximum extension, that's when you change that edge again.
Okay.
So it's kind of creating no dead spots in riding. By dead spot, I mean you kind of always want to be moving in some way or another.
Fine.
So
I'll go behind you, yeah.
Where we're just kind of braced and moving across the hill. You should see it hopefully in me when I'm doing it. Is that a skier who just went down?
Yeah.